Hey guys, what is up? Myaolpassword here with another video game review. Today we will be in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So let's just hop right into it. This game is a sequel to Fallen Order. It is basically a Souls-like game with a Star Wars slapped onto it. So if you're a Star Wars fan and Souls games, this game is for you. Uh, what I did not, my biggest ick with this game, performance. Um, it does not run super well even on high-end PCs. Um, or on consoles. I'm sure I had issues on consoles as well. Story, I think it was good. But it wasn't. I think Fallen Order story was better. Um, it definitely had more character emotion, I think, and how the characters interacted with each other. But like overall story was kind of just like average to me. I also didn't really understand it until the very end anyway. So maybe that played a factor for it. Um, I did like the combat, very fluid. It makes you feel like you're playing as a Jedi, kind of like Force Unleashed. Um, it is a Souls-like game, so those combat mechanics, it is an easier, way easier. There's also difficulty levels as well. So you can play on easy or hard or whatever without any consequences, really. There's no difficulty achievements either. Um, Level design is beautiful, with one flaw, which I'll get into here in a second. I do love the atmosphere, the visuals, very vibrant, very colorful, very well made, just not well performed or well executed to me. Um, yeah, the boss fights designs were okay. Yeah, they were okay. Um, my all my one ick with the gameplay was I felt like the game kind of, how you say this, wants you to stay in one area for a little too long. I felt like there were definitely multiple moments where I was telling myself, okay, let's move on to the next area and continue where we need to go. Um, I've kind of been here long enough. Let's move forward. Sometimes the game didn't give you that. Like I felt like there were moments where the game was like it kept you in an area intentionally. Um, but yeah, there's no all the cosmetics are pure cosmetics, nothing in terms of gameplay advantage or disadvantage. So you can change all your outfit, your looks on the fly, but your um lightsaber BD1, your blaster that you get in the game is also cosmetic. You have to change it at the workbench. A lot of the stuff carried over mechanics wise from Fallen Order. It is definitely longer than Fallen Order. I kind of rushed the ending, but you're probably going to spend about 20 hours to get from start to end if you're not 100%ing it or if you're not going after collectibles and all that stuff. Uh, yeah. So I think, which is a little slightly longer. I think Fallen Order took about like 15, 12 to 15. This one's closer to 20, 25, depending on how slow you want to go. Um, the skill trees are good because uh, they're kind of detailed. You kind of each there's a tree for each stance. There's multiple stances in the game for your lightsaber, and each skill kind of like buffs the certain stance because you can only have two stances equipped to you. Um, so that's kind of where you have to figure out what fits you best. So yeah, enemies wise, pretty good. There were some challenging enemies. Most of the normal enemies were what you'd expect. The non-boss enemies or the mini bosses were definitely a bit more of a challenge, which is expected. Um, there are, you know, I guess side missions are called rumors in this game, that you can do, but mainly they give you, your cosmetics or your skill points or something. Um, yeah, the pacing I thought was good outside of the wanting to keep you in an area for too long. But overall, I enjoyed it. I don't see myself playing it multiple times. I don't think there's that much replayability. Maybe another playthrough of doing other stances, but or like playing it on the hardest difficulty. But other than that, I only see myself playing it once. Um, yeah, but who knows? I guess Souls like players or Souls players or Star Wars players would love to play it more than once. But that's all up to you guys. But yeah, mainly I enjoyed it more than I didn't. I would give it probably a 7 out of 10. Nothing too high, but not too low. Uh, yeah, if it was actually optimized pretty well, I'd probably bump it up to like an 8 or 8.5. Um, so yeah, that that's all I got for you guys. I try to keep it not super detailed, because the video would go way too long. But thanks guys for coming out to this review and video. If you want to write down in the comments what you liked or disliked about the game, you're more than welcome to. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe um, down below. I'll also follow my socials in the description with Twitter, Twitch, Discord. You can see me on there. You can look at my other cringe game reviews from the past. The previous one was Generation Zero. And I think the next one coming up will probably be Avatar. I will start the game tomorrow and we'll make a review after I finish the game. So that is going to be that there. But yeah, I will see you all in the next video. So adios.